You get hit by one skill shot and you're done.
Nord is hard against an Nvidia, you just wall it off, and maybe the Vi's there too, so I do see it, but I just wasn't convinced by this matchup.
Kick to be able to fight back versus this Rumble, but yeah, like you're mentioning, there's some surprising occurrences already this early on.
I'm surprised that Ryze has been the only champion to go Actualizer. Oh, hold on, under tower?
Is this a real one? I mean, he has no flash. Yeah, why not? We have the damage. Wait a minute. Did we take too many turret shots? What are we doing? Wait, Rookie. He's still a turret. It's still going to cook him.
No way.
No. We wanted cold served wings. And right there, JDG get 2 kills for Honkyu.
I think that was scrambled eggs there, Alk. And those are pretty nice too. I don't know if they're cold scrambled eggs. I don't know if I'd like those. But the dragon as well being taken. Is this like some like a crocodile meat? I mean, we do actually stop steals happening as much, but it still happens just as much.
Yeah, they just put a little bit more, power into the role. Now we're getting a scuffle between the 2 solo lanes. Oh, even Junja's here. Junja. This is like a great Christmas surprise. Honkyu has brought the jungler, and now Rookie tried to help out his top laner, and now gets completely screwed. I think recognize they're probably not getting this dragon. Jue's recalling now does have teleport if they want to try to look for something, but I hope observers just show us vision here, because there is so much darkness in this river. Yeah. It is impossible. And we see top laners are fighting. I think Xiaoshu actually might lose this, but Sapporo is just straight up getting cooked under the equalizer and the flame spitter of this Rumble. Even if it is just Junja going down, it'll be a turret in the bottom lane for JDG, and this Herald going over to IG.
Now this is the signs of JDG that don't look the best, when Junja is too fast, too far forward on these plays, and one of the negatives of going... I'm just saying in the future, you know, like if this top tower was to go down...
I'm sorry, I have
maybe
to
top lane tier 2. Look, I'm sorry, pointing. You just can't see me, alright?
Points? Any pointers in chats? Now, Xiaoshu, equalizer on the wave. There is the Nocturne Paranoia alongside the Grand Entrance, so they'll get the kill here, but I'm looking as we start to set up for a dragon. This is going to be the Infernal, and this should be sole point if JDG can confirm this. Sapporo's going to grab this turret, but needs to teleport for this play. And I think that JDG need to be very careful. Now, great use of choking out the rest of the vision here in the river. IG are going to say, nope, we don't even want to try to go for this. Now, okay, now we're going to revert. Photic's going to hit on the midwave. We're going to be late to this objective. Probably going to get IG on their way out. JDG playing to one side on the left. Paranoia is thrown out alongside with Jue. The entrance is stopped thanks to Vampire. And another huge knockup stops IG from walking forward. Even with the Cryo Storm, even with the bullet time, now we're going to be sending Vampire on a one-way trip to ruin IG's day. Soul point secured for Jindong Gaming. And just a full clear-on ace coming on through. Photic will survive. The same will not be said for our Kentucky Fried Anivia. Let's take a big gold lead here. I think we're barely seeing him in a lot of this. He's just kind of clearing the minion waves, and that's about it.
I think Rookie is such an important part of this team. I didn't particularly, like you were touching on, out of the most in that last year.
Now gets to finish 3 items. That is a really big purchase, and I think the difference here is that Gala has completed the plated steel caps and no completed boots here for the Photic. And Engage comes on through. It's our supports throwing out all of their ultimates. This is a situation that gives an advantage over to JDG. IG have no purchase into this river, and we're 30 seconds away from a drag.
And it's Infernal Soul. That is massive. Gala takes a decent chunk here. Doesn't have a ton of sustain, but will be able to heal up a little bit. Junja punches forward. I thought he was going to go there. Honkyu may be caught by the wall, but he just stands there.
Oh, wait a minute. The Equalizer, does this do anything? They've caught out Honkyu. That was a big item power spike we were asking with the Actualizer. So now a 4v5 has opened up here for Invictus Gaming. Junja moves forward. There's that Justice. He's being delivered on a Photic, but it does no damage. IG, what else are we looking for? Gala, a great spell shield, keeps him alive.
Oh
a re-engage from Jue to knock up Vampire. Have JDG just given up their spot here in this game. A few quick picks here in the mid lane turn into a gold lead that's been evaporated and a dragon to Invictus.
And how much do JDG lose off of this? It's 20 seconds on Junja. They're going to lose the soul. It will be the first Drake for IG, but do IG feel confident enough to go for a position on the top lane? Junja's here.
They don't know Sapporo's here. Sapporo's lying in wait. We're going to see if IG maybe want to go for something a little bit more. This could be a long-range engagement.
They're going to go with Paranoia.
Hongq is out. Yeah, they've already retreated back into their jungle. Junja and a Vampire were like, okay, we'll just try to take our wars. We'll maybe go back into our blue side jungle, and that turns into a pick here for IG. So Xiaosu no longer on the map. And we asked for Rookie to show up, and in that fight, I think he had a really big performance and might have maybe led his team to having a pretty big angle here in this game. Now, Hongq's going over.
Oh.
We're seeing an engagement. That's Jui immediately deleted off the map. What else can we see from JDG? Because this is going to be a very tentative few moments here. Swirl will come back. How much more fighting can we get? Vampires to walk through all of the Cryo Storm. Get a little bit more damage. Bullet time doesn't quite...
Look, IG setting up for the exact same thing again. Everyone is bot side, maybe looking for Xiaoshu again.
Can I posit a theory here? And maybe we don't have the time for this, but there is no dragon. Jui is in the middle of river. Grand Entrance is going to get him across the wall, and the Battle Dance will get him to safety. Now we're re-engaging onto Xiaoshu. He's by himself in the river. Public Execution gets him stunned up for the time being. Does Jui finally go down? Hongq will decide that is not the case. The Equalizer will keep the rest of IG away from this pick. And Saburo now will finally go down. Wei falling as well. Might just turn into a Baron afterwards. This Nocturne is all but dead at this point. Vampires fishing, and it seems like JDG want to continue to squeeze IG out from this river. Photic is the next to fall, and Baron is the next up on the plate.
Hongq finds a great flank around behind everybody of IG. Starts it off with the first kill onto Wei, and then the Realm Warp, sorry, onto Saburo. Then the Realm Warp catches onto Wei. Photic's fallen down as well. And JDG here will start up this Baron. I mean, it's still a minute away from this Drake Alk, so I think you have enough time to ask
legendary Yakety Sax moment there. We literally just walked around both sides of the Dragon Pit and got nothing done as Invictus Gaming. So a lot of cardio, very little gold earned during that play. JDG will use their Baron for the time being. Again, still 2 minutes on this. They didn't even have to start the Dragon on spawn. There's a bot wave that is pushing. You can see that IG, they have a slim line of vision going through their blue side jungle right now. That is kind of their last hope to be able to fight, because this is, as you said, a timer. Every single Dragon for the formidable or for the foreseeable future is going to be a sole point available for JDG. So they know every 5 or so minutes, that's a fight that IG are gonna have to take, and they don't feel comfortable. Remember, they're missing. They have all their flashes. There's a GA available here for Junja.
Junja's far.
Oh no, can he get into the pit though? Saburo's holding him on this side. That's a Dragon over to Wei, but how much can JDG get? Because there's still a Baron. They're still winning out on numbers. And even if they got the objective, that's 2 kills over to Xiaoshu. This Rumble is burning them alive. Saburo, it doesn't even matter. You don't need the public execution, because now Junja and Hongq will arrive in the middle of this fight. It's a 5-0. Baron still available here for JDG, and we might just have tied up this series.
I think that fight for me is just cementing a Vampire player of the game here. That was so good from Vampire. He finds the catch and then completely denies Wei. This matchup is pretty tough for Rakan to play out, but Vampire's playing it so well. JDG lose the soul again, but this time it doesn't matter at all. It's going to be a game that's going to 3 Alk. JDG find their mid-jungle synergy. A strong bot lane. Photic has forgotten who he was again, and we're going to our third game.
Yeah, look, I failed my microfinances class, and I'll freely admit that. It's the one blemish on my collegiate record, but I'll take that trade any day of the week. A third Dragon versus the Nexus? That's just going to be a free